this team. We're very good to work together. And I say we, people that work here and live here for the last few years, all sitting over here, and I'd like to introduce everyone of them. Brian Parker's project manager. Graduating this year or maybe when the project's complete. We want to give everybody an opportunity to see it at a convenient time. So we want to be assured we're on schedule. We're going to get finished. School will operate in August like it's planned. So everything has planned to the work. We also like to thank the families and the farmers that live around the project site. You folks have been an absolute dream to be a partner with. I know it's been difficult, and you have been a great. Matter of fact, I believe that one of those families is born for our guys, and we wrote them all. Lastly, we're really grateful for the hard work and attention to detail each and every one of the 41 contractors that have been working on the project provided. It's been a fantastic experience, and we've actually named and identified them on the plaque. Thank you again.
Now we'll hear from our board chairman.
I hope I can speak loud enough for everybody to hear me. I'm not very loud enough. Okay, now we're ready to go. Nice to be here with you this afternoon. As I was sitting there thinking about the years I spent in Middleton, my family moved to this area in 1948. I have 7 siblings that graduated from Middleton over the years, and it's exciting to see the growth of what happens. We are looking forward to seeing what this school can offer to our students. We think they'll get a full education in almost every area that they would like to have. Road as well as the sciences. It's a great facility. And we want to thank, on behalf of the board, we want to thank our superintendent, his staff, and Matt Newton, Mr. Coles, and all those who participated. But most of all, we want to thank you, the voters. We appreciate the fact that you have to sacrifice and the tax dollars that you're going to spend in helping pay for this. But we think our students are number one. We love them, we want the best for them, and we appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now we're going to hear from our Superintendent of Public Instruction, Mr. Luna.
Superintendent Boucher and Board Chairman Clough, members of the board, students, parents, community leaders, it's a privilege to be here and to participate in a small way in the celebration of this beautiful facility that is an example of, one example of this community's commitment to this generation and the generations to come that will go through this school and call it their home for a number of years and then be proud graduates of this school and go on to do great things in Idaho and throughout our country and throughout the world. As you have an opportunity to learn more about this school and go on tours, you'll see that 21st century technologies were used in every part of this school, in the lighting, in the energy, in the design, the communications technology in this school. Anywhere you go in this school, you have wireless capacity. It's important that as we build a 21st century school, that we have a 21st century education system operating here. And that means that learning is not limited by walls, and opportunity to learn is not limited by bell schedules, by school calendars, and by local staff's certificates and endorsements. It means that learning is available no matter where a child is. It's available when they're ready for it, not based on their age. That's the 21st century education that will be available in the school because of the technologies that are available here. Let me talk to the students real quick in closing. There's an opportunity for you to show your appreciation for the community that has stepped forward and has offered to spend tens and tens of millions of their hard-earned dollars to provide you this facility. Here's what you can do, students. Show up every day ready to learn. Do your homework, come to school ready to learn, and when you're here, respect this facility. No graffiti, pick up litter. Do your part to make sure that this school always looks as bright and beautiful as it does today. And then get the best education that they have to offer. Take the most difficult classes that your school offers. Don't take the easy courses. Don't take the ones that look like an ECA or the one that you can kind of slide through, but take the most difficult courses, the one that will challenge you, perhaps the one that scares you the most. If you will do that and do your best, then when you graduate from this school, you'll be ready for the world that awaits you. And you can go on to college and to the workforce, and when you get there, you won't need remediation. You'll be ready for the world that awaits you. That's the way that you can show your appreciation for those who are sacrificing a lot to make sure that you have this facility. So thank you for allowing me to be here and play a small part in the dedication of this beautiful facility. And I look forward to visiting this in years and years to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Luna. Our governor is going to give us some remarks next. Interesting enough, 2.5 years ago when we had our groundbreaking ceremony, both the governor and superintendent of public construction were here from day one. Looking back on this project, I told both of them, I said, from a bare ground to now, you can see the difference, but we appreciated their support way early and continuing right till today. Governor?
Thank you. You know, this is just a little bit different than that tent we were in out here on that windy day. And what a beautiful facility it is. The state of Idaho's Constitution says that the state shall provide for a system of free, uniform, and common public federal schools. We've got to have partners in that. So I congratulate the board. I congratulate the patrons. I congratulate everyone that worked so hard to be a great partner to the state of Idaho in providing the Middleton area folks with the best education facilities so that you'll have the best education opportunity. Why is that so important? Well, folks, we just finished an 88-day session, and I would tell you that the majority of that entire session was spent working on education. And that's not just this last year. We do that almost every year because education is important. That's why we spend 51% of our state budget. 51% of every dime that comes into the state's general fund goes out for K through 12. And then if you add another 18%, that goes for higher education. So roughly 69 to 70% of all the sales tax we collect, all the income tax we collect, all of the other sundry taxes that we collect that go into the general fund, roughly $2,284 million this last year, 69 to 70% of that goes for education. Why do we put such importance on it? Well, I can tell you when I was growing up right here in the valley, I was born over in Caldwell and went to school for most of my life right here in the valley. My parents had a wish for myself and my 8 brothers and sisters. And that is that we would have a better life than the life that they had. They came from Kansas. They came from the Dust Bowl just prior, or just right after the Great Recession. And they knew that for us to have a better life, it was an education that was going to open those doors of opportunity. Open those doors for us to have a better life. What I wanted for my 4 children was a better life. And so I wanted them to have an education. And myself and my 8 brothers and sisters, there was only 4 of us that graduated from high school. I was the only one to go on to college. My 4 children, I had that same dream for my kids that my parents had for us. And in my 4 children, I've got 4 bachelors, 2 masters, and a doctorate. And I've got 5 grandkids, and I want them to have those same opportunities, and I know that a good education is the threshold over which we must all go in order to venture into that wonderful world out there, mostly of unknown, but we can become very acquainted with it right here in this building. As a businessman, 30 years that I worked for the Simplot companies, we knew from day one that sitting around in a kindergarten or somewhere in the 12th grades or maybe up in college was the next French fry, was the next management tool that was going to be invented that would continue our business, that would continue to allow our business to grow and continue to have our efforts go forward in the international marketplace. And so every business is counting on this school to produce those products for the future, the next painkiller. Whatever it is, it's going to begin right here in this school. Finally, I would tell you that this great republic of ours needs a lot of help these days. You can see what's going on in Washington, D.C. with a national debt of roughly $14.3 trillion. Fortunately for us, Idaho's budget is down. But I would tell you that in order for this republic to survive, we have to have bright people. Perhaps Benjamin Franklin said it best when he said that a well-educated citizenry is our first line of defense over any form of tyranny. That if you can't enslave the mind, you can't enslave the body. And so as a parent, as a businessman, and as a political leader in the state of Idaho, I congratulate you all for a job well done. This very much looks like the template that all of Idaho should follow when their education needs meets the same destination that yours did 2.5 years ago. God bless you, and thank you for a job well done.